Sexuality as power. How is sexuality not merely about individual desire or orientation, but deeply intertwined with social power structures? This question invites us to redefine the essence of sexuality and its societal significance. Today, sexuality is understood not just as a personal matter, but as a complex phenomenon intricately linked to the mechanisms of power. The relationship between sexuality and power. Michel Foucault, in his seminal work, The History of Sexuality, argued that sexuality is a key mechanism for maintaining and reinforcing societal power. He saw sexuality not as a natural instinct, but as a construct through which society exerts control and legitimizes regulation. For example, heteronormativity functions as a tool of social control, marginalizing non-normative sexual identities. In this context, sexuality operates as both a product and producer of power. Sexual norms allocate power in ways that benefit specific genders, classes, or racial groups, thereby perpetuating existing social structures. Gender and sexuality, adversarial or interdependent. While sexuality and gender may appear adversarial, they are fundamentally interdependent concepts. Gender provides a framework for expressing and defining sexuality. Traditional gender norms constrain the scope of sexuality, dictating which behaviors or identities are deemed valuable or deviant. Feminism has long sought to dismantle these oppressive gender-sexuality structures. Early feminist movements focused on power imbalances rooted in biological sex, but contemporary efforts, bolstered by queer theory, aim to transcend binary frameworks of gender. Queer theory challenges rigid constructs and explores more inclusive identities, reshaping how we think about both gender and sexuality. The emergence of queer theory, a new perspective. Queer theory goes beyond advocating for LGBTQ+ rights. It offers a lens applicable to everyone. It posits that sexuality is neither innate nor fixed, but socially constructed and subject to change. For instance, Judith Butler describes gender as performative, arguing that our behaviors and expressions actively construct what we understand as gender and sexuality. This perspective, when combined with feminism, presents a vision of coexistence where diverse identities and desires thrive, not as adversaries, but as integral components of a broader societal tapestry. Conclusion: establishing a balanced concept of sexuality. Sexuality can no longer be viewed solely as a subject of repression or regulation. It must become a tool for achieving personal freedom and social equity. Feminism, instead of being seen as mere resistance, must embrace deeper insights into the intersections of sexuality and power, proposing a transformative paradigm. The establishment of a balanced concept of sexuality entails moving beyond binary notions of gender and hierarchical power structures. It calls for a society where diverse identities and experiences are respected, and power is distributed more equitably, a crucial step toward collective progress. References 1. Michel Foucault, The History of Sexuality, Vol. 1, An Introduction. 2. Judith Butler, Gender Trouble, Feminism and the Subversion of Identity. 3. Sarah Ahmed, Queer Phenomenology, Orientations, Objects, Others. 4. Adrienne Rich, Compulsory Heterosexuality and Lesbian Existence. Signs, Vol. 5, Number 4.